Hello and welcome to the Ironman Progress, where I will be posting an Ironman Progress video every episode explaining how I'm going through my Ironman progress and telling you guys how far I've got through on the Ironman. These are the stats that I'm currently working with at the moment. They're semi-okay. They do need working on. I'm almost at base 70 stats and they're slowly getting there. And eventually, at some point, I will get them all to 99, but within time, as the episodes progress, I'll be showing you guys how I'm doing that, and I'll also be showing you guys what items I've currently got, so what I'm working on. But these are what I've got so far. With the account so far, we're looking at 109 combat, 1823 total, 61.1 million total XP. I've got myself quest cape already, so that's complete. Achievements complete. Almost every hard diary is complete aside from the wilderness. I then also have elite combat achievements to complete. I then also have done 108 out of 472 combat tasks complete and 313 out of 1430 collection logs completed. Now, I'd also like to share with you a few things I've collected since I first made the account. Now, you're probably going to look and you're probably going to go, this guy's been way overspooned, and I've heard it a lot, enough as it is. But we have received an imbued heart, 3 whips, an enhanced crystal teleport seed, imbued Saradomin cape, trident of the seas, and a trident of the seas full within 100 KC. Master wand, we have got all 3 gems from Tombs of Mascot under 30 KC. We've also got Thread of Eldinis, within 1 KC, Berserker Ring within under 200 KC, the Brimstone Boots, which they are now, I managed to get within 1 task, including also the Drake's Tooth, the Slayer Helm, imbued already, the Quest Cape, the Fire Cape. I've also managed to get myself Ranger Boots within 28 KC, my first Elite Clue, I managed to get Gilded Plate Legs, Basilisk Head within the first 900 kills, the Abyssal Head within the first 2,000 kills. I've also managed to get myself a rune and a black dragon mask within under 100 hard clues. I have 2 gold ornament dragon boot kits, but then I've put 1 in my bank and I've kept 1 of my dragon boots since. And then obviously 3 of my hard diary achievements, which they've taken me a while to get. I've also managed to get 3 pets during this entire Ironman progress grind. I got Younglif at 58 KC. I've managed to get myself Rock Golem at 69 mining, which is just incredible. And Skotos at 1 KC. So the pet progress will continue to go on within the grinds that we are attempting to go for. But until then, 3 pets is what we're starting with. So to start off this Ironman journey, we want to get some upgrades for some certain bits and pieces. One being probably the Avers Assembler. So if anything, I do want to work towards getting one of these, just because I know for a fact it's gonna help out later on in the stage anyway, and it's basically a free upgrade as soon as we've hit 50 kills at Vorkath. So that's going to be the first thing that we work on. And as soon as we've got that grind out the way, then we can then look into doing other things towards maybe Slayer or even any other bosses, for example, Zulrah. If anything, I'd be happy to go through a kill with you guys, just so I can show you like how I tend to go through them, especially with my stats, 90 range and like 81 defense, for example, and like 95 HP, if you guys maybe around that sort of period, like mark. And if anything, we'll run into one. For this, for example, we just drink an anti-fire, a ranging potion, and if anything, we pray range, and then we use Eagle Eye because we haven't currently got Rigor just yet. And I'll just show you how the kill goes. Normally try and run off at some point as well, because the last thing you want to do is run through poison. It's also good to have true tile markers as well, just so you know whereabouts you're about to walk to, so you're prepared to click for the next click. There's 100. I normally only tend to drink 1 dose of anti-poison, so that way we're saving it. So the amount of times we get hit, we don't have to use so much, so we can save more for later. And I carry around a Slayer staff so I can auto-cast on the zombified spawn, which helps. You normally give it just a second for when the zombified spawn dies. So you've got a moment to make sure you get a more guaranteed hit on Vorkath. And he's probably going to acid spit in a minute. There we go. It's just all about tick timing. So making sure that when the acid drops onto the ground, that you've got enough distance and that you're going to make that step before you get hit by the fire. There we go. See, he's more likely to hit you with a range attack, which, if anything... So that attack there, that purple attack, you want to make sure you put your prayers back on every time. We're getting some good hits on him, which I'm very happy with. That's 3 consecutive diamond procs. Really good. Give it a second again. Didn't hit that time. He's really using a lot of acid on us, which is kind of annoying. Sorry, not acid. Venom. If anything, try not to eat around like the periods when he's not throwing acid in you. You should be fine. And if anything, this is a perfect time to eat while you're already walking to your next square. Because I haven't got myself a Serpentine Visage, I can't really avoid the poison, so I have to be really careful with how much I drink. Because when he's hitting acid, I can't really protect from that. Now I can, because I left myself a dose, and there is a kill. So we managed to get ourselves 12 Animal and then 2 runes Kite Shields, which then comes to a total of 102k in 1 kill, which isn't too bad. But we will come back to it when we've hit around about 50 KC or when I get a drop. Now, something that does demotivate me is probably the fact that getting a drop like a Nature Talisman from Vorkath is a 1 in 8,192. And getting double Chaos Runes, it just wasn't meant to be, but we got what we were given, and we just kind of have to keep going on at this point. But that could have literally been anything on the drop table within a 4,000 drop rate, which could have either been Vorky Pet, it could have been a Jar of Decay, or it could have been a Dragonbone Necklace, or even a Vorkath head, and it doesn't look like we got it this time. So, keep going. We'll get the 50k. Dude, it's this close that I'm off on the kill. Like, he's poisoned me at least 12 odd times now, and I'm just wanting this kill, man. Come on, am I gonna die here? Oh, I could be dead. Yeah, we're gonna teleport out. Yeah, screw that. That is madness. I think I'm actually gonna die. I don't think I'm gonna make the edgeful teleport. Maybe. Oh, yeah, we're safe. Okay. Okay, so this should be the last kill here. And we should have the Vorky head, which should be pretty good. And if you guys haven't heard the collection log, like, chime that I've set, this will be the first time you guys hear it.
Combat task completed.
There we have it, the Vorkath head. So what we're going to go and do is we're going to put that on our Avia's accumulator, and we're going to put that together. So we'll be right back. Okay, so what it requires is the head, an accumulator, some mithril arrows, and some coins. Just go over to devices, and it's as simple as that. The assembler has been created, and now we have the assembler. And I've got to be honest, it looks so much better than the accumulator. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's a nice shade of blue, and it goes really good with everything else. So I'm really happy with that. So if anything, we will see what we got to do next. So something I have noticed about the two is on the accumulator, you have got range +4 and defense. You've got slash +1 and magic +4. Whereas on the assembly, you've got a range strength of +2, range +8 compared to the +4. And then you have at least +1 on defense bonuses on all the defense attacks from enemies. And then you've also got +8 magic and +2 range, which is pretty good. So if you do eventually get around to doing Dragon Slayer 2 and you haven't got yourself an assembler yet, I would highly recommend getting one. So I've kind of decided I need to do a bit of Zulrah, just because it needs to be done. I mean, the KC at the moment is somewhat of 44, and we do need to look at getting the Blowpipe, the Magic Fang, and we do also need the Visage as well. So we're probably going to do a bit of that. This is the layout that I've got for Zulrah when I'm running it. So I have got my Void gear. I have got my Glory. I still need to get a Fury. I'm using Diamond Bolts and a Rune Crossbow because I find that they're probably the best. But then again, you guys can switch out for a Magic Short Bow or, you know, another sort of like range weapon if you decide to do Mage phases. I haven't got the 74 agility, so this is normally what I do. So normally take the Fairy Ring with the Quest Cape, which is quite handy. And because I haven't got the 70s agility, I bring 1 dose of agility potion, and that 1 space in my inventory doesn't affect me too much anyway, so I just run it just like I normally would. The food that I've got in my inventory, I'm normally left with quite a bit at the end, which is quite good. I normally put Mystic Might on, and then I'm bringing my Arcus spellbook with me. So I'll take a Ghost of Thrall right at the beginning. As soon as I hit 3, run. And I'll basically do the run from here. I have got my Zulrah Helper open, just because I've only done 40 KC here, 44. So I'm still trying to get used to the phases. So, for example, we got Mage phase here, so an instant switch. Obviously click it on just so I know where I'm going, where I'm running to. And obviously after this Mage phase, when the clouds have gone, we start kind of like running in a minute. Keep an eye on the health. Tickets, food. Put the Mage on because it's about to switch over in a second. Eat a bit more. What am I doing? Yeah, make sure you change over your prayers quick enough because otherwise you die like that. So if anything, I think I'm just going to be a man about it and just go as I am already. Because I'm fine from carrying on from this. And I will resume what I did beforehand. I'm not used to the whole talking while doing Zulrah, which is probably why I just died. Because I'm not actually concentrating. But we'll see in a second that it'll change phase. Okay, so it's Mage phase. Switch it over just so I know what I'm doing. So a minute we gotta run over. We'll repeat the process. There we go. It did take me a while to get used to these. So I'm not perfect at doing the Zulrah runs for now, but I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly starting to learn and understand it. Let's go Mage. Yeah, thought so. And then just attack it from here. And obviously when he starts attacking, if I start seeing like green bullets like that, I just want to make sure I eat just so I know I have got health up. So otherwise it hits like 39. So the Mage phases aren't too bad there. Then I'm going to attack him from here. Don't know why I didn't switch over to my Mage gear. I don't know. Don't ask me. Yeah, I'm kind of messing up a little bit. I'm basically just trying to show that I can do a Zulrah because I know for many a year a lot of people have turned around to me and they've said, you know, you should just like take it easy when you're taking out Zulrah. It's not too hard, and they're absolutely right. I have got to a point now where I can actually take out Zulrah, and it's not too much of an issue.
So hello, me from the future here. Just a quick reminder whenever you're doing any bosses, for example like Zulrah, you must remember that if you do die, it's not because you can't do the boss, it's because you're learning it. You're learning from when you're taking out something to then realize where you're going wrong. So when you do die, remember why you died, and then try to remember how to not let that happen next time. So for example, if you're getting attacked, like if you're getting hit by the acid clouds, you have to remember to not stand underneath them. If you're getting hit by snakelings because you haven't got a ring of recoil on, you need to make sure that you're not wearing a half broken recoil. Or if anything, work towards getting a ring of suffering so that you've got lots of charges. And finally, if you're getting hit a lot on the mage phase, for example here, then you need to realize that you have to bring enough food so that you're not taking too much damage. And then you're continuing to kill as you are, as normal, and you get the drops you want.
But yeah, so I'm going to probably be here for a little bit, for a little while longer. We'll see if we get anything in the next few kills. If we do, I'll make sure I record it, and then you guys will preview it as well. So we'll be back soon. Okay, so 98 KZ, it looks like we've got the Uncon Onyx, which is the first drop from Zulrah, and that will go into our collection in our bank. I am so happy we got that. But what I was kind of hoping for was one of the other items that Zulrah does have, which is kind of frustrating now because that does mean that we need to keep going again. And if anything, I'm probably going to work on getting around about 150 KC just to see if we do get anything. We'll go for the back-to-back, obviously, but if we don't get anything, well, if anything, we'll find out. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for everybody watching. If you did enjoy the video, please sub, please drop a like, please drop a comment on what you did enjoy about the video, and if you want to see any other things in the video too. Apart from that, episode 2 will be coming out soon, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.